So this video, I actually made it a couple years ago, and it's still on my channel, so if you guys want to check out the original, by all means, you can definitely do so. Link is going to be down below. But I decided to upload it, or to redo it pretty much, only because I didn't like it, and I kind of changed things a little bit. So this is going to be my 5 favorite Halloween episodes from the 90s. Let's get into it. So starting off with the first one, so this isn't in any particular order. But starting with the first one, we have Diary of a Mad Schoolgirl, and this is an episode of Smart Guy. I believe it's episode 7 of season 3. I actually just watched this on Disney Plus yesterday, actually, and I forgot how funny it was. So basically, the story is TJ is doing a project on Lizzie Borden, with this girl that Marcus thinks is really attractive, and he wants to like try to wow her, and he tries to do Marcus stuff in the beginning. However, she's like no, and they're kind of doing TJ and this girl are doing like the project online, and he accidentally stumbles across her diary, and then Marcus decides he's gonna use that to try to win this girl over, and basically she starts kind of going crazy and stuff like that. So it's basically she tries to kill them for reading the diary, tries to do like the whole Lizzie Borden thing. It's great. I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but it's fantastic. It's hilarious. This one also used to scare like myself and my stepbrother. Not like crazy. It would just be like there was like some jump scares in it, and it would definitely get us. But this episode is great. There's also a subplot where TJ's dad and Marcus's friend Mo are barbecuing, and it's just about them barbecuing and bonding. It's great. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's on Disney Plus. Alright, so the next one on the list is The Headless Cabbie. It's an episode of Hey Arnold, and it is just fantastic. So basically, Arnold is telling pretty much all the kids at his sleepover about an urban legend of this headless cabbie. It's basically the Headless Horseman in a way, but a little bit different. After they tell this story, they go out to see if it's actually real or not, and it's Hey Arnold. So the story, the voice acting, the animation, all fantastic. And they, I'm not going to spoil it, but they find out the truth of kind of what's going on. So it's a really great episode. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I'm pretty sure you can just Google it, or it might be on Amazon Prime. I'm not 100% sure, but do yourself a favor and check this episode out. It's great, it's spooky, it has some funny moments. And like I said, it's Hey Arnold, so the animation's great, voice acting's great. There's every aspect of it is great. So the next one is going to be an episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. It's hilarious. And that is Hex and the Single Guy. So basically this episode is about Hillary wanting to go see like a medium or like a psychic to talk to her dead fiance Trevor on Halloween. And then Will and I think a couple other people are like, this guy's a fraud. So he puts a hex on them, and chaos kind of ensues. Carlton basically turns into Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone. It's hilarious. All these episodes, they need to have some sort of like humor to it. They're all not like super scary for the most part, and yeah, this episode is just great. It's really well written, and it doesn't really feel like a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode. I mean, it obviously it is, but it doesn't really feel like one, if that makes sense. So it just has a totally different feeling, which I really like. It's kind of refreshing, and it's just a really good, funny episode. If you haven't seen it, obviously check it out. I'm not sure where you can find it, but if I can find any of these episodes, I'm gonna have them linked down below. Let's go to number 2 on my list. So I was debating whether or not I should put Are You Afraid of the Dark or Goosebumps on this list, only because they can all technically be Halloween shows. However, this episode of Goosebumps does take place on Halloween, and that is The Haunted Mask. This is a classic episode. If you've never seen it, what are you doing? Go on Netflix, watch it. It's great. So it's basically about this girl named Carly Beth, who gets picked on and gets scared easily, and she's kind of tired of it. So she's like, I don't want to do this anymore. She finds this shop that sells these really scary masks, and the shop owner is like, no, you don't want these. Trust me, they're bad, they're evil. She's like, I don't care. And she steals one, and she puts it on and off a couple times. Then after the third time, she tries to take it off. She just can't take it off, and it's becoming part of her. And she has to find a way to basically, take it off. And the whole episode is great. It's super creepy. The Haunted Mask 2 is actually really good as well. So if you haven't seen that one, also check that one out. But overall, this is just fantastic, and it's great. While I'm here, I might as well do the last one on the list, and that is a Boy Meets World episode. It's one of my favorite episodes of Boy Meets World of all time because it's creepy, it's funny, and it just feels different. And that episode is And Then There Was Sean. This episode, so great, and it feels unlike any other Boy Meets World episode because it's not like any other Boy Meets World episode. So this is after, spoiler, Corey and Topanga split up because Corey kissed another girl and lied about it. Which, that's a whole nother story arc, so definitely, sorry if I spoiled that for you. But it's after that, they're in class, they're being really disruptive, and Feeny is like, you guys are going into detention, and basically while they're in detention, all this creepy stuff starts happening. People start dying, and they're like, what's going on? Why are people dying? I'm not gonna spoil the episode, just definitely see it, it's hilarious. It has Jennifer Love Pfefferman, which is just Jennifer Love Hewitt, who is actually dating Will Friedle. I always say his last name wrong, but she was actually dating him at the time, so she's in that episode. It's great. It's seriously probably one of the funniest episodes, and like I said, it's so different because of just the way it's shot, the music, the tone of it. It's just so different, and it's amazing, and it's seriously one of my favorite episodes of Boy Meets World of all time. Also, I watched this with my friend Vlad when we were younger. It came on Disney Channel. It was like 2 in the morning probably, and we were like scared shitless. Like, I've seen the episode a billion times, but like, he was getting scared, but it wasn't like a, oh my god, I'm scared, I'm gonna pee myself. It was like the jump scares, then we would laugh. There was just a bunch of stuff like that. But there's so many great, amazing like Halloween specials for like 90s TV. These are just 5 that really stood out to me, and 5 I just really enjoyed. So let me know in the comments down below what your choices are, and I'll see you guys next time.